Afternoon, everyone. Happy Friday and happy fall. This is Kelly Jones. I am a community health educator senior in our community engagement and health education unit with Cook County Health Department, and I am your moderator and facilitator for these school health updates. Let's get going. We have a pretty short meeting today, not a lot of extra presentations as we had in the past. So unless there are a lot of meetings, we may be able to get through this quicker than normal. Let's get going. Our meeting objectives are to provide updates and support schools on navigating COVID-19 and other school health issues, answer any frequently asked questions, and provide CCDPH contact information and resources. As I said, our agenda today is fairly light. I have announcements and I found several resources I'd like to share with you all. And then our communicable disease department will give our update followed by questions and answers. Few announcements. Please be on the lookout for any changes to our schedule. We're constantly monitoring our schedule. And if we think that we're not giving you the most robust information and the best use of our time, we're going to pare down to maybe a monthly setting. Right now, we're going to keep it at bi-weekly until we see that there's a need to bring it down to monthly, but we will make sure we let you know ahead of time. All of our recordings are uploaded and they're put on our website as well as our CCDPH's YouTube page. Be on the lookout for that if you missed one of our webinars. We start promptly at 2:30. Please keep your lines muted. And I want to make sure that everyone is receiving all the resources and the information I send out. So please confirm that when you're registering, you're giving the correct email address, as I'm getting a lot of return emails. Here is the latest Cook County Health Department information. If you notice, we changed the email address that you can use to contact us regarding the webinars or any general information. That is the Healthy Cook email at Cook County HHS.org. You can still send your line list, webinar related questions, and communicable disease and metrics questions to the CCDPH_schools at Cook County website, and other resources and contact information is below. All of EpiPen requests should be sent to me, Kelly Jones, kjones1 at cookcountyhhs.org. I added a few caveats. Please make sure that the information comes from a medical professional or someone trained in the administration of medication. There is a new rule that we will be implementing in October, that the state wants us to have those requests also come with the form that needs to be signed listing who would be the person that will be administering medication if need be. So we'll update you on that when we get ready to roll that out. Please make sure that all requests are typed. And also, I can't click any links. Please attach your requests. Don't send them in any Google links or any other kind of links. I will only be able to open attachments. Thank you. We've been getting a lot of information and questions coming down the pipe regarding the albuterol request program. We are finalizing those details, and at our next meeting on October 7th, we'll have a presentation on that rollout, and then we'll be able to start accepting requests for that program. I know people are excited about that. It's been a long time coming. As you know, the covidtest.gov organization has paused these rollouts for these at-home tests that you can request online, but you are still able to go into Walgreens, CVS, or any other pharmacy and get them off the shelf, or you can have them run your insurance and then your insurance can pay for it that way. This is also another resource that you can get at-home COVID tests. Here's information on our CCH clinics, where you can also get the COVID-19 vaccine or any other healthcare needs seen. You met Dr. Lamar Hasbrook last week, our Chief Operating Officer. He will be speaking with Dr. Arwadi from Chicago Department of Public Health and some other health professionals regarding the future of health in Illinois, and the registration information is at this link below if you are interested in attending. I found this great resource I think will be great for schools and any other organizations is through IDPH, the Illinois Department of Public Health. There is a Wellness on Wheels mobile, and they can come to your organization, your school, and do testing, health screenings, and any other services. So the link here is also embedded into this slide. So you can check that out for more information on their website. I also found a resource for a nature express bus through Cook County Forest Preserves. They will pick up people from your organization and take you to the nature preserves for different events. So these are all little known resources that I thought it'd be great to share. And I also just received this today from one of our community partners from their formerly South Suburban Family Shelter. They're hosting a free 1 hour virtual domestic violence workshop in English and in Spanish. I think it would be great for school professionals or any professionals to have that knowledge. And just some information on our partnering community-based organizations, upcoming events in the community. I've attached them all, English and Spanish where available, and they'll all be sent to you when I send the slides after our webinar. As well, you can go to our Cook County Health Department website and click calendar, and all of the events that are attached are also listed in the calendar. You can look at them at your leisure. Any issues with any testing sites you may have, you can contact the information below at the Illinois Attorney General's office and file a complaint, and investigation will be launched. As some of you have already participated in, or you may not know about it, Cook County Health Department distributes rapid antigen tests in suburban Cook County. Dr. Corpix signs those CLIA waivers, and all the information is listed at the link below. As well as if your school still wants to participate in the shield testing, you can request it through IDPH's email address listed on the slide. We have some new materials that are on our website regarding monkeypox. They were just developed in English and in Spanish, so they're a little easier for people to read. The other ones needed a little bit more streamlining, so we think these are great and they're really eye-catching, and they are on our website, as well as monkeypox information for schools and other groups in English and in Spanish as much as I can find. As you know that everyone has been approved for the COVID-19 shot. The boosters have been also approved. The new BA2 boosters have been approved for 5 and up. I'm sorry, it's not 5 and up. I'm sorry, I missed the H. They are being approved, and you may get those. I'm sorry, you may get those at any Cook County Health facility. Your doctor's office may have it, or you can go to any pharmacy. As well as if you need a ride to those appointments, you can get that information here. And organizations and schools are still able to request PPE from Cook County Health Department, as well as other tools and tips that we have developed for the community. I'm just going to slide through these because we've seen these before. I'm going to mute this line here as we keep talking. Please make sure you keep your line muted. And here's additional educational resources that are all listed on our website for you to print, download, show at your educational meetings, continuing education meetings, and information how you can host your own school clinic. Thank you for your time. I am going to toss it to Sheila at our Communicable Disease Department, and we'll give our update. Thank you.
Thank you, Kelly, very much. Definitely appreciate that. I want to note if you can see my screen.
Not yet.
Okay. Okay, it states that I'm presenting.
I don't see anything. Try to stop presenting and try it one more time.
Yeah, absolutely.
I find it a little easier when you click present at the bottom. It'll give you a list of your documents to click that, and it'll say live presenting. That works a little bit easier than trying to click the document. Try it that way.
Absolutely. Thank you so very much for that.
Oh,
Please
I
let
think
me
it's
know if
happening.
you
Here
can
you
see
go.
it.
Yep,
Okay.
there you go.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. So welcome everyone, and I'm really glad that you can join us today for our COVID-19 update. I wanted to actually just go over a few changes that have encountered over the last week or so, as well as give you a few reminders. So I wanted to bring to your attention in regards to the executive order and the testing requirements. As many of you may know, on September the 17th, the order was extended for testing among unvaccinated employees within the schools. But as of last week, the governor announced that schools and child care providers no longer require unvaccinated employees to have to test twice a week. So that is no longer recommended within the school. The primary focus is to make sure that if you are feeling unwell and you have COVID-19 symptoms, per CDC recommendations, is that you stay home. And in order to make sure that we are doing that for schools and staffs to get access to COVID-19 testing at home, IDPH made available 1 million free rapid tests to schools earlier this year. So we want to make sure that you are aware of that and that if you are, again, feeling ill, that you understand that it's important to stay home with any COVID-19 symptoms. And again, I just want to stress the importance of making sure that you are vaccinated, and vaccinations remain the best weapon against COVID-19. And it is the first line of defense for protection, and booster doses bring the immune system back to robust levels. So we want to ensure that you understand that vaccines have been proven safe and effective. A few reminders in regards to as Kelly had stated, welcome fall, everyone. And as such, seasons change. And in doing so, I wanted to just send a reminder to let you know that it may not be as easily accessible or often an option to open windows or use fans within classroom settings when there's chillier weather. So I wanted to bring again back to your attention the American Rescue Plan in regards to the funds that they have available for schools to utilize to support improving ventilation within a school setting. So I provided the link there for you to work within your administration if you are noticing that there are issues with the furnace or if you're needing temperature devices throughout the school or new filters, anything that we can do to improve air quality within the school and improve ventilation as well is something that I would ask that you keep top of mind. Next, I wanted to provide a reminder of our new COVID-19 reporting process. Again, we are asking that you report only laboratory confirmed COVID-19 tests to be reported weekly. Laboratory confirmed tests does include BioNow Next tests as well as any show tests or any tests that are provided by the nurse staff in regards to COVID-19 can be included in our lab only confirmed test. We also would like to make sure that you guys are reporting school outbreaks immediately to our department. Again, our spreadsheet is listed and you can find it with the link provided below. There is two tabs to this document, one for school weekly reporting, and the second is to report outbreaks with that information. But I also wanted to make mention of the instruction document immediately to the right of that document on our school webinar page. So please take a moment if you have not to comb through that information. And of course, I provided the link there for you as well. In regards to vaccination and boosters, I want to make note that all ages can be protected against COVID-19 with vaccination and boosters. Students and school personnel are strongly encouraged to stay up to date on vaccine and boosters to prevent serious illness and including death. I wanted to point out that we have on our site um, a page that is dedicated to vaccines and clinics within our respective suburban Cook County, in which you can visit this link that is provided for you to go in and find a location in which you can go ahead and get a vaccination or boost or your booster shots. So please take a moment if you have not already done so to engage, if I may, this particular page on our site and find out if there's some helpful information for you and or utilize this to schedule your upcoming booster shots. And if you have not been vaccinated, it's a great opportunity to find clinics and healthcare facilities within your respective area to do so. That is all that I have, Callie. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us again today.
Thank you, Sheila. I'm sure everyone's happy to get some time back on their Fridays. If there are any questions, this is the time to put them in the chat. Otherwise, we will adjourn for our next meeting, which will be October 7th, where our prevention services team will discuss the new albuterol program and to talk about all the parameters that are entailed with this new program that will roll out in early October. So we'll give a few minutes for people to put some questions in the chat and then we'll adjourn. We do have a question. Are the free IDPH tests only for students or staff as well?
It is for students and staff as well.
Great question. We'll just hang out for another minute or two for questions. If you're a slow typer, you can use the raise hand function and then you can ask your question. Otherwise, I'll hang out for a couple more minutes. Might be some peckers that type a little slow, and we'll give them some time to get their question in. Otherwise, we will adjourn early this Friday. I don't think we've ended a meeting this soon in ever. We've always been running
It's
over,
always a
ever.
first time for everything,
There,
Callie.
yes, that means the information is getting out there and we're having to spend less and less time getting it out there. So I think it's a win-win for everyone. So I don't see any other questions coming down the chat or no raised hands. So I'll give it another minute and then we're going to adjourn. And it was really great. I don't know how many of you like this weather, but I'm very excited not to have my air conditioning running. I have my windows open. It feels great to me. There's another question in the chat. I mixed the executive order information. Is it still in place for unvaccinated staff to test weekly?
No, so as of last Thursday, Governor Pritzker announced that on Friday he rescinded the order. So the executive order 2020-21 is no longer in effect.
Great. I know the information changes by the second, so this is a great
Yeah.
opportunity to get those questions out there. It seems like we have no more questions. Thank you, Sheila, for your time. Oh, one more question. Why is CCDPH only tracking lab tests?
So that is a really great question. And currently, that is the only information that we need. Um, we never really track per se home tests. We utilize our um, INAS system or the report only laboratory confirmed tests. But it is important to note that home tests are essential when we're looking to assess if there is an outbreak within a specific setting. So while we're only asking that you're providing on a weekly reporting or lab test, if you're noticing a cluster or a significant rise in cases, home tests are allowed for our outbreaking component and reporting piece.
Hey. Well, thank you all for your questions. I'm sure there are a few people who will get on at 3 and say, "What happened?" But let them know we ended a little bit early and everyone can still watch the recording back once it is posted onto our website as well as our YouTube page. We appreciate you guys taking the time out. Happy fall. Enjoy your weekend, and we will see you next time. Thank you.